On March 8, 2014, a modern commercial airplane vanished. Not in the 1950s, not before radar, not before satellites, but in an age where we track food deliveries in real time. Imagine that. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off with 239 people on board and simply disappeared. No distress call, no mayday, no clear explanation. Today, we are not here to jump to conclusions. We are here to walk slowly and carefully through what we actually know, what we think we know, and what still doesn't make sense. Because MH370 is not just an aviation mystery, it's a reminder of how fragile certainty really is. Most people believe this case is already solved. They tell you the plane crashed into the Indian Ocean. It ran out of fuel. It was tragic but simple. And to be clear, that explanation is possible. But here is the problem with it. Possible doesn't mean complete. And MH370 is full of gaps that don't fit really into a single box. If this was a straightforward crash, why did the aircraft change direction? Why were communication systems shut off in sequence? Why did military radar track it for hours after it apparently disappeared? And why, after the largest search in aviation history, do we still not know where it went down? Imagine. That's not suspicion, that's curiosity. And curiosity is earned in this case. Let's start with facts, not theories. MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur, heading to Beijing. Everything was normal. Then at 1:10 a.m., the final radio message came through. Good night, Malaysian 370. Minutes later, the plane's transponder stopped transmitting. That matters. It really matters because transponders don't fail quietly. And then something else happened. The plane turned. Radar data later showed MH370 made a deliberate course change, not a drift, not weather avoidance, a controlled turn back across Malaysia. This means the plane was still flying. The controls were still responsive. Someone or something guided it. Military radar tracked the aircraft across the Malaysia peninsula and over and out over open water. Then silence again. This is the first major fracture in the simple accident explanation that people are trying to push. This was the moment I personally stopped seeing MH370 as just a tragic crash. And because planes don't accidentally turn like that, someone was there. After radar contact was lost, investigators found something else. Satellite handshakes. Not messages, not GPS, just automated signals between the plane and a satellite. These pings showed the aircraft continued flying for hours, not minutes, hours. Based on fuel calculations, MH370 likely flew until it ran out of fuel somewhere along a massive arc over the southern Indian Ocean. This became the basis for the largest search ever conducted. Ships, aircraft, underwater drones, an area larger than some countries was scanned and almost nothing was found. Eventually, pieces of debris washed ashore, confirmed to be from MH370. So yes, the plane almost certainly ended up in the ocean. But debris alone doesn't explain the flight path, the system shutdowns, the lack of wreckage concentration. It explains where it ended, not how it got there. Now, let's address the major explanations calmly. Mechanical failure, possible, but doesn't explain the turn. Hijacking, no demands, no claims, no group took responsibility. Pilot involvement, this theory exists but remains unproven and deeply sensitive. Fire or decompression, could incapacitate people, but again, not the flight behavior. Every theory explains some facts, none explain all of them. That's the problem. That's the problem here. When you lay everything side by side, a quiet truth emerges. MH370 was controlled longer than expected, silent when it shouldn't have been, deliberate in movement, and lost in a way we still can't fully map. This isn't about aliens. It's not about wild conspiracies. It's about uncertainty and how uncomfortable we are with it. MH370 reminds us of something important. Even with all our technology, even with all our confidence, there are still moments where the world goes quiet and answers don't come. 239 people boarded a plane that night. And until the full truth is known, MH370 is not just a mystery of the sky, it's a mirror showing us how much we still don't know, showing us how much we still don't control. If you want to keep exploring stories like this, you are at the right channel. Part 2 of MH370 is coming. See you in the next video.